guys, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Atomic Perspective here, and today's video is going to be on 5 skills to develop to become better at selling, guys. You already know, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, the number one skill you guys need to have on point is selling. It don't matter, you guys cannot be scared of this word, right? Selling is important. It's nothing bad, it's nothing scary. You just gotta get used to it, right? Selling is crucial. We do it every day. We do that anytime. We don't even realize it, guys. We are all good at it. We just gotta become more aware of how we're doing it and get better from there. So here are 5 skills, guys, you guys can work on that will help you develop those skills so you guys can get better friend and more friend in the future. You guys more attractive, women as well. Don't say this to anybody. And you guys can attract people that you guys want around you, right? Build a better circle. But most importantly, become better at selling in your opportunity, in your business, or even at your job, right? These skills can help you guys tremendously. So without any further delay, let's get into it. One thing I want to ask you guys, make sure to like and subscribe. It took me a lot to really put this together. I think you guys will really like it, so let's get to it. You need to improve active listening. That's the first skills I'd like you guys to work on. I have a video that discusses the 3 levels of active listening. Probably link it and also in the description below so you guys can get to that. Make sure to check it out and I'm sure you guys will love it. There are 3 levels of listening. You have the beginner level, intermediate level, and you have empathetic level. In conversation, it's sometimes really hard to process the information if a lot of the conversation have multiple pieces, right? So it's important to work on improving our listening skills or listening abilities, right? As we do so, it will help us start picking up some of the non-verbal cues, right? Body languages, tonalities, right? And adjust. The husband is talking to his wife and she sounds a bit upset out of nowhere, right? You would adjust your tone and make sure that you're not furthering, angering, or upsetting the person that you're talking to, right? And really trying to probe and dig and trying to figure out why they're upset. Why, without saying it, obviously, without saying it outright, but probe and trying to understand and just ask different questions how the day was and things of that nature, right? So if someone has a closed body language, you will slow down with your speech so they can trust that. That gives you more trust, right? That trust factor, that's one of the biggest things, slowing down your speech. That's very, very important if someone has a closed body language. So active listening and improving your listening skill can definitely help you sell because people will be able to connect to you more. Next up, guys, deduction skills or information processing skill, right? A lot of the time, we get a lot of information thrown at us, right? If you don't know how to process that information very fast in a very efficient manner and give a really quality answer, guess what? You're not gonna be able to connect someone with other people on a deeper level. What do I mean by that? If you have a friend that tell you a different part of their life, right? They tell you that they've done skiing, they've done this and then this and then that. One of the really good things to develop is the ability to process all those information and connect things so that when you give an answer, it gives the person that you're talking to the sense that you're actually giving them a quality answer or quality response, right? Based on the information that you provided, that was provided to you. So the more you do that, the more people feel as if you're actually really listening to them and you are listening to them and you're better at processing the information that you're getting from them as well. This next point is going to be for people that are actually selling a product or service. So if you're selling a product or service, it's important for you guys to master whatever you're selling, right? I don't say learn or practice, I'm talking about mastering what you're selling. For example, if you're selling a marketing services, for corporate business, you have to know your product in and out. So when people talk about that, they can feel, well, I'm learning from a master. I'm learning from someone who actually can teach me a lot in this specific industry. Become the master in whatever you are selling, that you know the ins and outs. That's one of the ways to improve your selling skills by mastering one topic in one area and being able to speak to that. Number 4, guys, mastering your non-verbal cues in terms of listening. Non-verbal cues when you come down to listening is crucial. Like I mentioned in my first talk, this is when you are able to pick up on things that people say, right? When they're not talking, when they don't say any word via their body language, you need to master that, right? By mastering your non-verbal cues or language, it's called the second language. If you guys read the book by Robert Greene on the laws of human nature, they actually talk about non-verbal cues, sign as a second language for a human being, right? He kind of breaks it down this way where we have a first language, which is the speech, right? The word that we say, the verbal communication. And the second language, right, is the non-verbal cue, right? The non-verbal cues are pretty much our second language. The better you become at our second language, the better we become at understanding other people. So mastering that is key, guys. And lastly, master your industry jargon. This is different than mastering a product and service. in a sense that you have to master the jargon, the key word to utilize in your industry specifically, so people sees you as an expert, sees you as an authority in that niche. This is something that separates someone who's a specialist from a generalist. So let's say if you are a doctor, a general doctor, right? And on the other hand, you have a surgeon, right? A heart surgeon. So in this situation, the heart surgeon is a specialist specifically in the heart surgery, right? And that's his niche. Anything that revolves around the heart, right? Arteries, veins, all that stuff. He can speak to that. He can speak in regards to disease, all sort of issue that may occur around the heart. However, if you ask a generalist advice or question in regards to that matter, he will give you general talking point, right? But won't be able to give you specific the way that a surgeon for heart, like a heart surgeon, will be able to give you. So that's the difference, right? You want to sound more so like a heart surgeon in an industry where you do heart surgery, obviously, or work around the heart, versus a generalist. Always think about that. How do you sound when you talk to people? Do you sound like your niche, or do you sound more so as a generalist, right? So those are the 5 advice for me to you today, guys. I hope that you guys gain a lot of value from that. Let me know in the comment section down below which you will start implementing starting today. I would love to hear that. And lastly, make sure to subscribe and like if you haven't done so. Thank you if you made it to the end of the video. Mr. Atomic Perspective. Until next time, peace.